Hey guys, it's Sinem and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here and you're watching me for the first time. So today I'm going to be doing the best drugstore makeup of 2020, makeup that I've been loving throughout the year, things that came out last year that I literally have been using throughout the year and that I think has been the best drugstore makeup of 2020. So we are just going to jump straight into it. There's quite a few things and I'm going to try to whiz through it, but I'll also have the description and details off to the side of the video as well, so you guys can read a little bit more about the product. But let's just jump straight into it. The first thing that I loved during 2020 that I actually discovered more towards the end of the year has been the Wet n Wild Dewy foundation. Now I tried their original foundation and it was okay, but it wasn't something that I really fell in love with until I picked up the Dewy foundation, and my goodness, I love this stuff so much. I'm actually wearing it right now, but you can't really see the dewy finish because I did set it with powder and then I used highlighter, but it gives you a beautiful luminous finish where it looks very skin-like. It doesn't look like you're wearing foundation and it gives you the right amount of coverage. It just looks very skin-like, very natural, very luminous, very youthful and fresh and glowy. All the right words, all the things that you want. This foundation is just really amazing, the dewy version of it, and it's not overly dewy as well, which I really like. It's just a perfect kind of everyday luminous foundation, and it's super affordable. Of course, it's Wet n Wild. I mean, everything today is affordable, but yeah, you can't go wrong with it. It's just a great drugstore foundation. I absolutely love it. And another foundation I wanted to mention as well that really just blew me away and really performs like a high-end foundation is the XX Revolution Glow Skin Foundation. Now this one is on another level. This is also a luminous kind of natural looking foundation. It has a little bit more coverage. I would say it's a little more on the higher side of a medium coverage. And with this one, it basically performs exactly like the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. So those two foundations, if you have those and you like those, you will love this. It's like a complete dupe. It's the drugstore version. This one does give you a luminous finish, but rather than a dewy finish like the Wet n Wild one, it's more of just a very natural luminous finish peeking through. I do feel like with that one as well, it just gives you a little bit of a boost of radiance, and yeah, it's just a really nice finish. So I love those two foundations. And next we're going to talk about primers. So this primer here, I tried it at like the beginning of the year, I would say in spring, and I have fell in love with it, and I think it's going to be like a holy grail primer that I also think is quite underrated. I even had to pick up a second bottle because I love it that much. So this is the Revolution Glass Skin Primer. It's the ultimate dewy finish primer. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So look at that. Can you believe that? That is a primer. That gives you the most gorgeous kind of luminous glass-like, you know, skin finish. That is so unbelievably wet. It literally looks like I ran my hand underwater. This is not sticky whatsoever. I don't know what the magic is in this, you know, in this product. It feels super hydrating and gel like. I think they did say that this was a gel primer. It doesn't leave an oily residue either. It just absorbs really quickly into the skin and just gives you a beautiful glass-like skin finish. So I would highly recommend this if you do have dry skin. This will make your foundation and just your skin overall in general look a lot more healthy and a little bit more plump and hydrated, and it just gives you that boost as well. So if you do have oily skin, you could skip on this or you can try it out for yourself, but then again just set a little bit with powder because it is quite luminous and dewy. I would actually use this without foundation as well on holiday. If I'm at the beach and my skin just feels kind of tight and dry and dehydrated, I would honestly put a little bit of this, just a tiny amount, just to give that kind of glass-like and hydrated finish to my skin. So this is great on top of makeup, underneath makeup, without makeup. Going along with the same theme, the E.L.F Retro Paradise Primer Glow Oil. I really fell in love with this. It absorbs really quickly into the skin as well, so it's not going to leave you with that oily residue. It has a really lovely scent. It's not overpowering. It's like a tropical kind of light scent, and I mean the scent isn't really that important, but the actual product anyway does give you a very, you know, youthful, glow, and it also does mainly hydrate and moisturize the skin. So if I want to go for something super dewy, I will go for something like this. But if I want to go more for, if my skin is feeling really dry, I want to go more for a moisturizing benefit underneath my foundation, then I will go in with a product like this, the Primer Glow Oil, because it does really nourish the skin, and I feel like the foundation goes on a lot smoother as well. So moving on, also from E.L.F. I mean, can we just talk about these for a second? E.L.F. Bite Size Eyeshadows. I'm actually wearing one right now. I'm using the Truffles eyeshadow palette. That's what I went in with. So I used all 3 of these shades right here, apart from the black. And I have that on my eyes right now. These little bad boys, oh my goodness. These are only £3. You get 4 eyeshadows. You get a ton to choose from. There's so many different colours. They're just very travel friendly. You know, you can put so many when traveling, and it's just not going to take up any space because they are so miniature. They're super pigmented, super creamy and blendable, and all the right things that you want in an eyeshadow formula. You will just get it with these palettes, and they are very small, but you get a lot of product, and you know, you're not really going to use it up quickly, so it's going to last you a long time for £3. It's crazy, and they have so many different colors. I literally just picked up the new Mint Melt collection, which I'm going to be doing a video on, and I did pick up another one from the Mint collection, which is like a nice mint palette, so stay tuned for that video. But yes, I love these so much. Super creamy, pigmented, super foiled shimmers, and just really rich, you know, rich pigment. This you cannot go wrong with because they are so affordable, but also the quality is really there for the price that it is. It's not like this super cheap eyeshadow formula. It's really great, you know, pigmented and creamy formula. So yeah, I would highly recommend these. Even if you don't like these shades, they have a ton to choose from. So next is something that I cannot believe I, you know, left it till 2020 to discover, and I wish I discovered it a lot earlier. This is the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. I actually have it under my eyes right now. When I tell you, I think this may be the most full coverage concealer that I own in my collection, and it's Essence, it's affordable, it's drugstore. It is so heavily pigmented that it will conceal pretty much anything, and I did test this on my tattoo in a video, and it almost covered it up. It didn't cover it up super completely, but it was very full coverage. So yeah, if it was covering most of my tattoo, it is great for pigmentation, for acne scars, redness, dark circles, all of that kind of stuff. If you really need a full coverage heavy duty concealer, this is the one, and it's Essence. It's also long lasting as well, which it really is. Like, this stuff does not budge. It does not budge. It's super creamy, which I love, and it gives you super full coverage pigment as well. And another thing as well that I wanted to mention about this concealer is that because it is so full coverage, like super full coverage, it does make you use less product as well, which is great, because a lot of the times with concealer we like to dip back in and put a lot of concealer on, and I feel like you're using more product up to get full coverage. But because this is super full coverage, one swipe it just covers so much. It's unbelievable. It's crazy how full coverage it is, and so you use less product, because I literally can go in and cover both my eyes with this one dip. So next, this I only have one shade, but I love it so much and I've been using it a lot since I discovered it. This is, I think it came out last year as well. This is the BH Cosmetics Vanilla Cream Truffle Blush Palette. This is from their Truffle collection, like their sweet kind of collection. Not only just this shade anyway, the Vanilla Cream, but they have a ton of shades, and it's mainly just about the formula and just how cute they are and how affordable they are. You get 4 blushes, so you get a lot for your money, and they are just really nice tones. Again, this is the Vanilla Cream, and I just feel like with these blush palettes, it just gives you a very soft flush to the cheeks. It's nothing where it's going to be super pigmented, which I like because it's very buildable. So it's not going to be super pigmented straight away. You have to build up the color, which is great because you can go for a more sheerer kind of blush there, or you can build it up to more of a saturated pigment And yeah, I really like them. They are so creamy. They are all matte as well, but they are so creamy, so silky smooth and buttery. You get zero fallout with these. They just melt into the skin, and the formula is just what I really love about it. And they're super cute. So yeah, I would highly recommend these. If you're looking for a new blusher, or if you want to get more for your money, then go for a blush palette, because you're going to get 4 blush tones for a really affordable price. And like I said, they have so many to choose from. Another thing that I think you guys have seen me use throughout the whole year of 2020 is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Now this eyeliner I really love. I actually have it on right now. I find that this is one of the best drugstore eyeliners that I have tried to date. It is extremely black. It's very easy to apply. It glides really smoothly on the eyelids, and also you can create, you know, pretty much any stroke thickness, thinness that you want because of the brush tip. And I love eyeliners that have a brush felt tip. It's not stiff, it's very flexible, and you can just draw and create whatever line you want. I really love this stuff. It does not budge as well. They do say it's waterproof, which I wouldn't say it's waterproof. You know, I have noticed it smudged just a little bit on the outer corner, so I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but it is a great long-lasting black, like super black, just felt tip brush eyeliner. So if you do like the brush tip eyeliners that aren't hard and you like the more flexible ones, almost like a pen, then you will absolutely love this. And it's NYX, it's great quality. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. They have it in brown as well, which I really want to get. I don't know why I haven't got it yet. So another concealer that I've been absolutely loving, I think, did it come out last year or the year before? But I know I was using it a lot in 2020. And you guys, I'm sure you will know what this concealer is. It's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. This I love. Now, Makeup Revolution come out with products like every single day, so I feel like, you know, this gets a little bit neglected by everyone. It is a great concealer. They do have a whole conceal and define range. It is super creamy. It's infused with hyaluronic acid and acai as well, and it's just really creamy, very hydrating, and it does leave you with that kind of just beautiful luminous finish under the eyes as well. It is medium to full coverage. You get a lot of coverage out of this concealer. It feels very lightweight, and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing any concealer. You know, it feels very lightweight. And with the Essence one, it is a little more on the thicker side, so it does, you know, you do feel like you're wearing something underneath the eyes. But with this one, it's just super comfortable, and I really like it, and I've been using it a lot. I'm actually almost done with this one, so I'm gonna need to get a new one. Conceal and Hydrate Concealer, I would highly recommend it. Even if you have oily skin, don't worry, it's not like a dewy concealer. It's just a very creamy, beautiful drugstore concealer, and I love it. It provides you with great coverage as well. This one I feel like is just a bestseller. Doesn't matter what year, 2019, 2030, 2010, the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I have gone through this stuff so much. I used to use it in my college days. It was like, I think, the first ever powder that I really bought for myself, and to this day, I'm still using it. I love this stuff. I will talk about this every single year. It is a very smooth, creamy, silky, smooth formula. And I love that it's a matte finish without, you know, being really matte and just like sucking up your skin, you know what I mean? And because I do have dry skin, I feel like this powder just makes me look matte but really smooth. Like, it leaves a smooth finish and doesn't make me look even more dry. So I have it, and I always get it in transparent, so it has no color. They do have ones with other color, so if you do want a bit of a tint, then you can get ones that have color to it, or you can get the transparent one. It just makes my skin smooth. Like, that's the only thing that I really can say about this powder. There's not much else apart from it being super long lasting, smooth, and just a very smooth matte finish, you know, a silky matte finish. And I absolutely love it. It helps minimize the appearance of pores, which it definitely does because it, you know, almost blurs the complexion. But also as well, if you do have oily skin, this will control shine really, really nicely because it is a nice matte finish. So yeah, if you need to control those oils that come through, then going with a powder like this, you can get the transparent one just to touch up without adding additional color. So I love it. Definitely check it out. The Rimmel Stay Matte. You will see tons of like reviews. Everyone loves it. It's one of the best drugstore powders out there, if not the best one. Something else that I've been really, really loving is the XX Revolution bronzer. So these bronzers, they are something else. These have an incredible shade range. All the shades are really, really, really nice. I feel like everyone's going to find their bronzer shade within this range. It's very, very, very similar to the Fenty Beauty bronzers. So if you love the Fenty bronzers, or if you've always wanted to get your hands on one, or you want to find an affordable version, these are pretty much identical down to the formula, the shade range, all of that kind of stuff. This is like a complete dupe of the Fenty bronzers. Super pigmented. That was one swipe. And if I just blend it into the skin, it just provides you with a beautiful warm complexion. It instantly adds warmth to the skin, and it instantly adds a bronze or contour. You can bronze with this, you can contour with it. There's, like I said, 10 shades to choose from. I think it's 10, but they are all great tones, like undertones. You can find some cool bronzers and you can find some more warm toned bronzers. So I love this formula. I love the bronzer. And I just wanted to shout this one out because it's just a great one. I literally just spoke about their blusher, the XX blusher, in one of my videos as well recently, and I love the blusher version as well, and that has tons of shades. So yeah, the bronzer and the blusher and the foundation, like the base products from this line, from this brand, is amazing. We have 2 more products left. So one that I wanted to mention, which this one, the only downside to this is that the shade range. I think there's only 2 to choose from, and it is the Flower Beauty Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette. So I have it in light to medium. This stuff, I actually have it on right now. My bronzer, blusher and highlighter is all from this palette. It's an all-in-one palette. It just gives you a very, very smooth finish to the skin. The formula is the #1 thing that I love about this product. I feel like the highlighter, as you can see, just melts into the skin and just gives me this like bridal glow, this luminous glow, JLo glow. It just provides me with just the right amount of luminosity that you want, and I just feel like I look really, really glowy in a nice way without being super blinding, without being super glittery, chunky, anything like that. Look at that glow from the highlighter. And then even the blusher, also these have like zero fallout. This is the blush, which I am in love with. It is just this really, really nice pink, and I have it on my cheeks right now. If you guys, please comment down below if you guys know of a blusher, doesn't matter if it's drugstore or high-end, in this kind of shade, please leave it down below because I am looking for a kind of Barbie pink blusher but still wearable. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. And also the bronzer as well is just the most perfect tone for fair to light skin tones. It is this really, really nice, not too cool, not too warm bronzer. I can't rave enough about it. I have been using this so much, and it just makes life easy as well, especially with traveling or if you're just on the go. You have everything in one, and when I am running out the door, I literally just grab this. It's the one that I always grab anyway because I know I have everything in one palette. But not only that, these shades all complement each other and also work for my skin tone. So again, fair to light skin tones for this one. They do have a darker version as well. And last but not least, for the best drugstore makeup of 2020, this I had to include. These are the E.L.F. Srsly Satin lipsticks. I have a ton already, and I still need to get like the entire shade range collection. The one I'm wearing right now is called Cream, which looks like this, and I have it on my lips today with a gloss over top, and I really love these. These are, again, super affordable. I think they're like £3 each, which is crazy insane, and the quality is there. It is just this really, really super opaque rich pigment. One swipe you get a lot of color out of these lipsticks, and also because it is a satin finish, it leaves you with a comfortable perfect finish to the lips. It makes your lips look super smooth and plump and full, and it just, yeah, provides you with the right amount of, you know, coverage to the lips. So the one I really like is Cider. I wore this a lot in autumn, and it is a beautiful kind of just burnt brown shade. That's a beautiful deep nude. And then we also have Taffy, which is a new one I recently picked up. It's a really nice rose pink. I'm not going to swatch all of them, but you know, you guys get the gist. This one is Cream, one of my favorites. It's like a really pale pinky nude. So yeah, these, if you haven't tried them, I don't know what you're waiting for. They are so affordable and they are great lipsticks. I think that is it for the video, and I would love to know down below as well, what have you been loving for 2020? What drugstore makeup have you discovered in 2020 that you love? Or even if you didn't discover it and it's just something that is just your holy grail, do leave it down below and share with everyone else. And also, I love reading your comments and getting new recommendations. You guys always leave me new products that I've actually never heard of before. So yes, do leave a comment down below, and I hope this video was fun. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you got some new product recommendations, something on your wish list to tick off. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So also, I can't believe we're in 2021. It just feels so good saying it anyway, like we are not in 2020 anymore. But I hope everyone is still staying safe. Just because it's 2021 doesn't mean that life has changed. Things are still going on. So yeah, stay safe, and I will speak to you guys all in the next one.